Hello, hello, everyone. Thanks for dropping in. You've reached Healing Body, Mind, and Soul Network. We are so excited today, and I just want to make a quick announcement before I dive into our next guest. I'm your host, of course, Aeriol Asher. And I just wanted to announce that Healing Body, Mind, and Soul has gotten not one, but two fabulous awards for this series. Making that possible are the sponsor authors in our Empowered Self-Care book project that's really made it possible to produce this show and to even have the Healing Body, Mind, and Soul podcast network. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of our authors today before we interview our next guest. Our authors include myself, Aeriol Asher, and Megan Murphy of Backyard Beauty. We want to give a shout out to her in Illinois. Patty Hildago, and she's a hypnotherapist. She's going to be one of our authors. Linda Ben, all the way from Australia, will be one of our authors. Jennifer Bates from My Path Inspired, a fabulous artist and energy healer. Jill Hoffman, embodiment coach, fabulous. Paula Strauss, the headache doctor of Campbell. Raina Lombard, oh my gosh, Raina is many years working as an animal communicator and therapist. Kelsey Bassanini, who is a nutritional specialist. Karen Renee Halseth and Amy and Amay Adams, thank you so much. Katerina Randa with her Thriving Women in Business community. Alani Kopecki, who is a healing artist and cranial sacral body worker and master healer, Alani Kopecki, and Heather Larkin, a Reiki master and empowerment coach. We are so privileged to work together. And last but not least, today's special guest, who I have the honor and privilege of leaning into and having a great conversation about her business, Positively Success, Sue Wilhite. Sue, I am super excited to have you here today.
Well, thank you, Aeriol. I am super excited to be with you again.
I absolutely love sharing time with you. And today, Sue, I really want to focus in on your coaching practice, because you've got some really wonderful things coming up. Now, Sue is a profit attraction master, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let you say it. Can you tell us about your profit attraction program and what's going on with all that, Sue? Lay it on us.
Yeah. So one of the things that I noticed in my own healing practice was that many of the folks who had healing practices, hypnotherapists, massage therapists, acupuncturists, cranial sacral, angel communicators, animal communicators, many of them have what I call a spiritual disconnect from money. And not being able to ask for money, not being able to charge enough, not being able to market themselves as being of value to their clients or to their community. And this was mind-boggling to me, because I had worked for 25 years in IT, and I was making a six-figure salary, or actually a six-figure consulting fee as an IT professional. And I was in high demand, and I charged what I thought I was worth. That was just what I did. And it was kind of one of these head scratching moments where here are people, you know, doing hypnotherapy or doing massage, and they're having profound impacts on their clients, and they're charging $20 or not at all. They're giving it away. And I didn't understand. And people would tell me, well, you know, I can't ask for money because, you know, it's not spiritual. You know, it's being greedy, it's being selfish. My clients can't afford it. All of these different ways of disconnecting from the value of their work, right?
What do you think is the root cause of something like that, Sue?
Bad interpretations and societal
Bad interpretations on the nose, Sue. Good one. Bad interpretations of things of rules they are trying to abide by, right?
Exactly.
Vows that they have made or beliefs that they have adopted. Is that right?
Right. Exactly. Where, as I've been saying a lot recently, this was the phrase that came to me, is spirit has no skin in the game with you being poor. Right? Spirit would be incredible.
I have never before heard a sentence with skin in the game and spirit.
Well, yes, I know there's a slight disconnect there, but
I love it. No, but it's true, Sue. You're speaking the truth here. I've seen it myself when I was running my healing center. My practitioners didn't. It was like they didn't want to work. They got you know, it's like they didn't want to work. And I don't mean that they weren't. I don't mean that they were lazy. They would have profound effect with their clients, as you said, profound, right? But they didn't put into place some habits about following up, or put into place some habits of putting the next appointment on the books, like really the practical stuff.
right, let alone asking for the payment.
Yes.
Right.
Asking for the payment. How would you like to pay for that? Here, read my lips. How would you like to pay? Will that be
yes, my favorite phrase. My
yes,
favorite
right?
phrase. I tell people that's the difference between sales and marketing. Sales is, how would you like to pay for that? Marketing is everything up to that point.
Right, pushing them there, right? And then,
well, or guiding, you know,
yeah,
is letting them know that there's a value and that this is what they provide. So as a law of attraction coach, I felt that what I wanted to do was kind of transform those beliefs, allow them to align, to give themselves permission to profit, permission to make not just a profit, but a thriving profit, a profit that allows them to pay for their car, pay for their housing, pay for their food, pay for vacations, pay for their kids' education, pay for all of these wonderful, amazing things, and be able to give money in service or give time in service so that they can make a difference in the world. Right? Because so many of these practitioners, you know, they want to help animals, they want to help the environment, they want to help, you know, heal the racial divide, they want to, you know, help kids. There's all kinds of paths of service. And most of them are like, yeah, I can only contribute, you know, maybe $2 or $5. It's like, no, you should be able to go to a fundraising event and go, okay, here's a $10,000 check. Boom. let's take care of it. Right?
And yes, and have that abundant mindset as well. Yes. Because you're in service does not mean that you're less than, or that you don't deserve the same lifestyle and access to abundance and flow that everyone else has, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
I love what you're preaching here, Sue. I absolutely do. So how did you come up with your profit attraction formula of this permission to profit thing that you are doing here?
Yeah. So the permission to profit and the profit attraction formula is a three-step, three major areas. There's align to profit, permission to profit, and
Ah,
connect to profit.
oh, I
And
see.
that's the profit attraction formula. So there's these three major portions of it. And align to profit is about getting yourself clear from all of the accretions, all of those things that we were talking about, those bad interpretations,
Bad interpretation.
the societal and family stuff. Money doesn't grow on trees. It's hard work. You can't be rich and be a good person. All of that gunk.
And even the well-meaning misinterpretations, like vows of poverty, or
Right.
like, or I don't want to be selfish, like like even the ones that are well intended but maybe not serving the highest good.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's about aligning with the idea that money is just simply another form of energy. And you want to line yourself up with that flow of energy. And it is part of the law of attraction. You're lining yourself up with the energy of thriving, with life, with energy. It's not an alignment with being closed down and choked off. It's being part of the fullness of life and abundance. So that's the first step. And once you clear that, then there is a series of exercises that I have in the Permission to Profit program that I have as an online class that really clears away a bunch of stuff. And it's an enormous amount of fun. I don't do anything if it's not fun. So the exercises are, you can call them startling in some ways, because they like totally turn your brain 180 degrees from what you want. And some of them are just really satisfying in a way. And at the end of it, you recognize yourself as a star. I call it the core transformation. You are not just aligning yourself with that abundance, but you are getting it that you are abundance, that you are a star, and that you do shine in the world. And then connecting with profit is some of the practical stuff. How do you do your marketing? How do you do, how do you get your clients? How do you figure out who your clients are, and how do you draw them to you on a practical level, which most people have it backwards.
Talk about that a little bit, Sue.
Right? Because what they do is they say, oh, figure out what your niche is. Figure out what your marketing plan is. Are you going to go on social media? Are you going to do YouTube videos? Are you going to do this, that, and the other? You're going to put flyers out or rack cards or what have you.
or maybe at the laundromat you can have one of those flyers with the little slips of paper that you tear off.
Yes.
Yeah, with with all the social distancing, marketing is who knows what is going to be the best way these days.
Right? But you can't do that with the energy of thinking small. I can't do that. It's selfish for me to want money. None of that marketing is ever going to work well or consistently with that blocking mindset.
Absolutely.
And so I turn it around and say, let's clear all of that. And then your niche becomes obvious to you.
You can't escape it.
it's just like, vroom, it's like on rails, slick rails. It's vroom.
Ooh,
You're
a
just
toboggan. It's like a toboggan ride. It's like
exactly, exactly. And so it becomes, instead of going, oh, I have to take every single breathing person who wanders into my universe. You know, I've seen people's marketing, you know, in these service businesses. They're like, well, if you fog a mirror, I can help you. You know, if you have a spine, I can help you. It's like, no. No.
So for all my massage therapist friends, if your marketing is if you have a body, you're going to need to get a little bit more specific.
Hallelujah. Yeah, so the profit attraction formula is all about that, is clearing, attracting.
Really nice. What a great service. So, Sue, what's driving all this? Why are you so excited about doing all of this and offering this to your peeps?
Oh boy, you want the real
I
story?
I threw her a ringer there. It's not on our approved question list, but you
That's
know,
okay.
inquiring minds want to know what's driving this.
What's driving this? So here's the real story. A number of years ago, I was in a ministerial program and getting my bachelor's in theology. And during a meditation, I had what I would call a direct divine download. I mean, I call it my Satori experience. It was my enlightenment experience. I was connected to everything, anywhere, all time, rocks, trees, birds, space dust, suns, moons, you name it. I was part of it. It was an amazing experience.
Wow. Yes.
And when I came back from that, I called my teacher and said, ah! Ah! I just had this.
Whoa!
Go take an Epsom salts bath because you need to release some of that energy and get yourself grounded again. So I went and ran an Epsom salts bath, and she said, make sure that it's very lukewarm water, you know, just above cold. Don't make it a hot bath, because she knows I like hot baths. So it's like just above cold, just so you could stand being in the water, and put Epsom salts and just sitting there. So I did that. And while I was in the bath, I got another download. And the download was, I heard something like a voice in my head that said, this is not really what happened, but this is how you're going to understand it. And showed me Cain and Abel.
Wow.
When Cain murdered Abel, there was a vibrational disharmony that happened. This twing! And that vibration went out into the world and struck someone else, and they did something that caused another vibrational, and those went out, and that went out, and that went out. And so the world became the disharmony was in the world. Yeah.
I wanted my try at it.
You know?
Yeah.
And so and so it was showing me how this had propagated, and how some folks were, you know, kind of, you know, when you pluck a guitar string, you know, you could put your hand on it and it would calm the string. It's like, calm the string, you know, you could shut down that twang. And I went, and they showed me the world with all of these, you know, this harmony is happening. And I went, oh my God. And in my head, I traveled to various places. I forget what order it was now, but it was like, I went to Northern Ireland, and I was standing on the ground in the grass with my hands on the ground, softening that twang. And then I went, oh my God, the Middle East. And I was in the sand in the desert with the heat on the back of my head, putting my hands down. And then I went, oh my God, Africa. And I was in these different countries. And then, oh my God, back in the United States. And I was in these places. And I finally went, oh my God, I can't do this by myself. This is not going to happen. And the voice in my head said, we're so glad you realized that now. And put me back in my body. And there was steam coming up off the water. I had put out so much energy that I had heated the bathtub. And the voice in my head said, you can't do it all, but you're going to do your part. This is what you're here for.
Sue, I'm on your team.
That's why I'm doing I'm doing this.
I'm absolutely on your team. I have never heard that story. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
You're welcome. Not many people have heard this story. I think 5 total. So this is why I'm doing this, because everybody, all of these wonderful healers and helpers and service businesses, that if I can help them get their businesses together, they can help more clients, and that twang goes away.
They can dampen the twang.
They can dampen, they can create harmony.
Yes.
They can make that happen.
Yes.
And
yes.
That is my goal and motivation.
I love that vision, Sue. I love, love, love it. So while you're working on your vision, how do you serve your clients? What do you do that's different than other coaches, Sue?
Well, you know, I can coach all day. I've got great coaching skills. I can tell people stuff. And the thing that I use, strangely enough, big surprise here, is I use sound healing.
Yay!
I mean, what else, right? If you've got this thing going on in the world, you use sound to help bring it back into harmony. It's one of the things you can do. And so I use a particular technique called biofield tuning, which uses the power of sound, the energy of sound in the biofield, the electromagnetic field that surrounds our body, that contains the energy of our thoughts and feelings. And sometimes thoughts and feelings get stuck in a loop. And those energetic loops are in our biofield, and we are resonating with them all the time. They get into our cells. And what biofield tuning does is it releases those energetic loops using sound and allows that energy to come back into your system so that you have more energy. Those thoughts and feelings and you know, negative emotions, although I'm trying to get away from negative, positive as terms, but those non-helpful, non-useful energies get released into a form that is more natural, more sustaining, more supporting, and helps you rather than hinders you.
That's awesome. Sue, if some of our listeners would like to lean in and get some of your juiciness, what do you have to offer for them?
Well, I have a one-page description of the 5 steps in the Permission to Profit program. And there is a download page, and I can give you the link to download that. And it basically describes the 5 steps, which are, you know, get clear on who you are, clear the deck, get off yeah, but.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, but.
That's funny, Sue.
And now I just had a brain fade on my own program. Those are the top 3. And there's 2 more. You can discover them in the download, and it describes what you need to do. Because sometimes, I'll be honest, you don't need me. You just need to know what the steps are. You just need to know what it is that you need to do, and you can clear. Absolutely. And I would love to help you. I would love to be able to do that. You can certainly sign up for a free 45-minute consultation with me. And all of my information is on my digital business card that you can look below, and Aeriol will have that link for you so that you can get in touch with me.
Oh my gosh, don't get me started on how cool the digital business card is. That's a subject for, that's a whole subject in and of itself, Sue. Sue got me started with the Got My Go card, people. I love that. It is a great way for entrepreneurs to share their projects and information with each other, as well as a networking marketing opportunity. All right, Sue, you are always one of my favorite people. And I promised Sue that I would answer a Facebook post that she posted, lie and tell a story about where we met. So as soon as I get off this interview, I'm going to go tell her the story. The lie, or is it? Or is it? Has something to do with it has something to do with fairies and forests. So I know she's going to like it. Sue, I have so much fun. In all seriousness, I have so much fun working with you. I am honored to have you be part of the book project that we're putting together. And I think that any of our listeners, wherever you are, if you are a healer or fall into this category, I know that Sue would give me the thumbs up if I tell you that you definitely have the permission to profit. And Sue Wilhite is definitely somebody who can help you do that and to clear and align yourself to be in the flow with your life and to be the best you. So Sue, do you have any parting words for our listeners before you go? Any words of wisdom you want to lay on us before we give it a wrap today?
You know, align yourself with flow. Just align yourself with abundance. Allow abundance to come to you. Most people are carrying around a little umbrella, you know, and abundance is trying to fall on you, and you've got this umbrella that's just keeping it from you like a shield. Throw away the umbrella. Allow abundance to come.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Listeners, just allow that to sink in. Just take that in. And if you feel so inclined, reach out to Sue or myself, Aeriol Asher. We are happy to serve you. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for taking the time to empower yourself. Thank you so much for taking the time to be the best you. And thank you, Sue. We appreciate you so much. It's so wonderful to have you today. And our listeners do appreciate everything. And I hope that everybody will see me on the other side in Sue's program. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. And until next time, happy healing.